For a session presented by Qiddiya, please welcome the MD Advisor and Director General of Play, Qiddiya City, DMMO, Ross McAuley, in discussion with Skift Managing Director for EMEA, Kate Irwin.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is our way of easing you back into the new year, like a nice short. So I hope everyone's still awake and paying attention. Ross, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome, Kate.
Ross has just done what we'd like to call...
Thanks for guiding me here today.
He's saying that because I got him lost on the way to the venue. And I've been here several times, but we got here. So Ross has just done what I like to call, he won the double in Megatrends this year. He was in New York on Tuesday with the team, talking all about Qiddiya there. So thank you for making the effort to come over.
What do I get for the double? Do I get a free subscription?
Yes. So first of all, before we dive in, we're going to talk about the power of play. And this topic fascinates me. But before we do that, who's heard of Qiddiya City? Oh, so some hands.
Oh, that's quite good, actually.
Okay, so now we know the base level of where we're starting.
Yeah.
So Qiddiya City, for those who aren't familiar, is 40 minutes outside Riyadh in Saudi Arabia and is a destination city. But add some context for everyone. What are you doing there and what will Qiddiya City be?
Well, you're right, Kate. We're building something that's never been tried before from scratch. We're building a destination city. Destination, place you visit. City, place you live. That's 40 minutes outside of Riyadh. So that's 40 minutes away from 7 million people. The city is built on two plateaux, separated by a 200-meter high cliff, which is stunning natural topography. And the experiences in the city are based around three pillars. There's entertainment, there's sports, and there's culture. We say it's the world's first city built for play. What does that mean? Well, we've already announced a dedicated gaming and esports district. Not a venue, a district of venues, of residential, of hospitality and public realm, all themed around gaming and esports. We've launched the Prince Mohammed bin Salman Football Stadium, and as you may have seen, Saudi Arabia will host the 2034 FIFA World Cup, so we're looking forward to that. We've launched an anime theme park. We've launched a motorsports track, the likes of which you've never seen, that winds its way through the central entertainment core district in the city. We've launched a performing arts centre as well. And also, the next 12 months are very important for us because, with a good fair wind behind us, in the next 12 months, we want to open our first asset, and that's a Six Flags theme park. And that theme park has the world's longest, tallest, and fastest roller coaster. So by tallest, it's 195 meters in the air, which is 60 stories. By fastest, it's 250 miles an hour. So I don't want to go on this thing, but there may be
any volunteers?
There's quite a split here between people that would love that and people that would run away from that. I'd run away. So in the next 12 months, we're looking forward to that. So we're going to become operational. But at Qiddiya City, we know it's a long journey. And so it's really important for us to engage with the industry and build our collective knowledge about what's going on alongside how the project is developing itself, because we're in it for the long haul.
So it's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's an ultra marathon, Kate.
But so let's step back from all these kind of activations and look at the philosophy of play.
Yes.
Being a marathon, this journey will take 30, 40 years. So you're really hedging your bets that this philosophy is enough to hang this city on. Talk about why it's important and maybe some of the research you've done in terms of what it will mean to the traveller.
So, okay, show of hands, who here would like to take a day off to play? Interesting, some, not everyone. Okay. Who would like to take a week off to play? A month?
Oh.
Okay. Why is that? Why is that, John? Why do you want to take a month off to play?
Because it takes you into a world where you can actually enjoy life, not just work.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That wasn't planted, but thank God you. So when I say that to people, they think, taking a day off to play, they're first excited and then they're anxious, because we don't do that. As adults, when you go to school, really, you're told, play is devalued. Play's not a serious thing. You shouldn't be playing. But what we know is that from data and empirical research, play is a basic human instinct, as natural to us as breathing or as walking. And inculcating that within our lifestyle helps us live a better, more fulfilling life, especially a better, more fulfilling urban lifestyle. We play to compete, we play to learn, and most importantly in today's world, we play to connect. So at Qiddiya, we thought, well, why not set play free? And that was the genesis of this master plan. What is play? It's entertainment experiences, sports experiences, live events, cultural experiences with a proximity and a concentration that you've never seen before. And we're blending all this together. And we did the research with Skift. I would encourage you to download it. We spoke to 2,500 consumers worldwide, 300 investors, and travel industry experts. And there's some top-line gems. 72% of travelers value play experiences the most when booking a destination. But dig into the report. It said that 84% of investors in travel and tourism are excited about a destination based on play. So an investor being excited is a very unusual thing.
We found
so
it. We
we
found the
found
thing
it.
that's going to excite them.
But then we asked, well, why is that? What excites you? So JLL did a study, Jones Lang LaSalle, a tourism investment report last year. And they said that play-based destinations over a 5-year period returned 23% higher ROI. And a big factor in that, a huge factor, is these destinations are 52% better at year-round visitation. So those of us that work in airlines or hotels or destinations or kayak.com there know that seasonality is generally one of the biggest challenges that we need to overcome. And so we think about that a lot. So building the destination based on play, what we found out through our collaborative study is that play pays.
Yeah, absolutely. So we heard from Sarah at the beginning of the day talk about the trend of live tourism.
Yes.
This departure of surface level moments, the Instagram shot, for a much more deeper, the stars have aligned with the right people in the right place at the right time, and everyone's having a great time. So does that intersect directly into play? It feels like it does.
Well, it does, because Sarah's sitting there and she's looking at me, so I feel like I have to know. I think actually what Sarah said at the top of the presentation was really interesting. She said that the travel funnel is flipped. It used to be, my generation, we'd pick a destination to go to and then work out what to do. I'll go to London, go to New York, go to Dubai. Now, for millennials and younger, it's more about picking an experience and thinking, where in the world can I do that thing? What's important to me as an individual? I could be a Taylor Swift fan, I could love esports, I could love F1, I could love music, I could love watching Scotland lose at football games and international tournaments. Where in the world can I do that thing? Okay, I'll plan around that. And that is a huge shift, and that shift, it's not a shift in, it's not a change of trend. It's a fundamental re-evaluation of a travel value proposition, driven by demographics, by millennials, Gen Z, Gen Y, Gen Alpha, who have a cumulative spending power of $143 billion. So it's here to stay, and we're trying to think, okay, how do we then cater for that within a destination to give those active experiences rather than those passive kind of sightseeing experiences?
I've also heard you talk about Qiddiya for all. And Ian actually alluded to it earlier, that often there's this kind of blanket expectation that everything is built with the most luxury coming out of the kingdom, and it's for an affluent traveller. When you say Qiddiya for all, what does that mean? Who are you creating this for?
So that's the power of our philosophy. We believe in the power of play to move individual societies forward from a visitor perspective, but from a resident perspective. Okay. So with that, if you believe in that, which we do passionately, play is universal. It's for all. It doesn't matter how young or how old you are. It doesn't matter what your economic circumstances are. Everyone understands this and buys into it. Therefore, in the way that we're constructing the city, from a residential perspective, from a visitation perspective, is to ensure that experiences are priced across that strata. Residential is, hospitality is, in the 100+ hotels that we'll end up having within Qiddiya City. And at scale, Qiddiya City will be 367 kilometers squared, which, what does that mean? A little bit bigger than Orlando. It will welcome tens of millions of visitors and have over 500,000 residents from nothing. And so building this master plan with this philosophy, it's very important to us that it's universal and accessible to everyone, and also importantly that everyone is welcome to come and play.
We've heard today, actually, through many of the sessions that we've listened to, and actually not only downloading the Qiddiya report, please do dive in. It's a really interesting read that will be very thought-provoking to ask yourself, how do I play, or what does play mean to me? But we keep hearing this conversation about that meaningful and considered, and who are we now curating this shift, I suppose, in traveller demand, expectation. So across a project like this, which is so vast, what's it like working on a project, a giga project that has such a long roadmap and part of a brand new philosophy that you're bringing into travel?
Unique. Building when you have a confluence of ambition, of will, of resource and people at the same place, at the same time, very rarely happens. It's never really happened to this extent in my entire career. That confluence exists now in Saudi Arabia with this project. So it's an incredible opportunity, and we get to great to hear from Miguel, who spoke about how do you resolve that tension between a resident and a visitor. So we get to learn from Miguel and say, okay, in the way that we're programming this destination, how can we make sure that both communities feel valued and feel part of it? And we're conscious that we're custodians of something that will outlive us. And so it's great to be involved. It's a great region to be involved in, and I hope to welcome you all when we open our first experiences and assets to either try the roller coaster or not. I won't judge.
So my time is being flashing at me, saying, "Get off stage. You're done. You're done."
I feel flashing at me.
Well, I still feel like we have so much to talk about. So if you have any questions about Qiddiya, reach out to Ross. He's happy to hear from you. And please do make sure that you get a copy of the report. As I said, it's a very interesting read. I'm excited to see Qiddiya come to life. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for guiding the conversation so well, Kate.
We got here again.